There's a demand for action after a street takeover on Chicago's north side. Take a look at this. Cell phone video captures the chaotic scene early this morning at Ashland and Diversey in Lakeview. In daylight, you can see the skid marks left behind. We received a number of complaints from people in the neighborhood. A viewer shared this video showing cars doing donuts as fireworks go off. Another neighbor told us he wants Mayor Brandon Johnson to take action.
I think he's too lenient. I think he needs to start being more aggressive with what's going on. I think he needs to add more police to the city, have them start doing something instead of just doing what they can. And I think they need to start nipping it and actually holding people accountable for their actions.
Well, the video shows officers responding to the scene, sending people running. But Chicago police tell us they have no information about the incident tonight.
Chicago is out of control, people. Let's talk about what's really going on in Chicago, for real. Because this Lakeview street takeover is crazy. That's not just about a few degenerates doing donuts in the intersection. It's about leadership. Better yet, the lack of leadership. Brandon Johnson, your so-called mayor. How long has Brandon Johnson been in office? Almost 2 years, right? Or just about 2 years? And what do you guys have to show for it? Aside from chaos, homicides, embarrassment, fear. The city's looking more like a scene out of GTA 5 or 6, whatever it is up to. I don't know. I don't play video games. But Chicago is crazy. And hear me out. Don't come at me in the comment section with he's trying his best. He's not. He's failing miserably. Period. This is what happens when you vote in a DEI checkbox instead of a qualified leader. I said it. We're watching the results play out in real time. Obviously, he's soft on crime policies. No accountability. Look at the cops. The cops are demoralized. They're unsure if they'll be punished for doing their jobs. And guess what? Who does that embolden? It emboldens the criminals. That's why we're taking over. That's why they're taking over neighborhoods like Lakeview. Broad daylight. Or 2 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't matter. There's shootings all over the place. It's crazy. New York City is not too far from this. When videos like this hit the internet, of people lighting fireworks and spinning out of control in the middle of the streets and cops just standing back, like it's a Thanksgiving parade. Honestly, as a former cop, you can't blame them. They're not allowed to act. They're handcuffed by policy. Not by the law, because that is unlawful, obviously, but by this mayor, Brandon Johnson. The dude is out here talking about root causes and community investments, and while his entire city is burning to the ground, literally and figuratively. Look at the property taxes. Property taxes are way up. Crime is way up. Public trust is way down. They try to hit you with, oh, we're down in homicides. Well, it's not because of policing. It's because of technology. Medicine is better. Doctors are better at saving lives. Shootings are way up. Now, this ain't about race either. This is about politics. It's about leadership. And it's non-existent. I think, look, if you're tired of watching your city fall apart on TikTok and nightly news and, you're tired of all the shenanigans, you got to start holding these people accountable. And you got to start with the man who said almost 2 years ago that he was ready for the job. He's not ready for the job. He clearly isn't ready for the job. He's failing. He's failed. A lot of blue cities like this, like Chicago, LA, New York City, they're all failing. All failing. And they're all led by Democrats. We all know this, man. The most important election will be coming up in 2026, the midterms. A lot of you don't even notice. But if you don't vote in the midterms, this entire country can just fall. I'm telling you. The midterms are just as important as our presidential elections. Until we decide on having term limits throughout the states, this is always going to be a problem. Anyway, what say you? Am I bugging? Is what I'm seeing on the internet, is this all a facade? Or is the world just out of control? Leave it in the comment section, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.